everybody? Welcome back to an episode of the 3 Count. I'm War Machine MJ, the greatest second place champion of the 3 Count brand. I represent 3 Count Mafia. I can't get my words together because I'm sleep deprived. And I'm here today to talk about the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. As far as season premieres goes, meh. It felt like they threw everything at the wall, but not a whole lot stuck. Anyway, yeah. One of my major gripes with the show, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. Jerry Lawler would not shut the up. He's horrible on commentary now. Like back in the day when he could get away with making like lecture stuff. Oh yeah, spot on. But I mean, he's horrible. I just wanted him to shut up. And he kept running over Vic or Dio. They hardly got words in edgewise when he was just saying stupid crap. So, yeah. Anyway, we kicked off the show with Rey Mysterio, the challenger for Seth Rollins' Universal title. Yeah, he was getting ready to speak when out comes Brocky Brock and the Suplex Bunch. Lesnar hit the ring. Ray was getting ready to speak when Lesnar ripped the microphone out of his hand, handed it to Heyman. Heyman was getting ready to speak when Mysterio ripped it out of his hand, was about to speak, and Brock just tore him apart, threw him around like a rag doll. Then he walks over to where Dominic is sitting ringside, literally picks this man up by his ears and just starts kicking the crap out of him, flinging him every which way. Until, he basically treated Dom and Ray like a shark at feeding time. He'd go and tear them apart, walk away, come back, tear them apart some more, walk away, come back, tear them apart some more, until they finally got carted out. Or at least Dominic got carted out. Ugh. Yeah, next was Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. During the match, they let sirens go to signify that Dominic Mysterio's been taken to the hospital. Before we dive back into this match, go ahead and note something about the show. We have Pyro. We covered that in the last episode. Pyro's back there. Pyro is a thing now. It's back. But they did a new setup for the stage. It's essentially one giant Titan drum, which is really cool. I love it. It's great. So yeah, that's the only noticeable change about the setup. Anyway, we had Sasha Banks taking on one half of the women's tag team champions, Blissy Baby, Alexa Bliss. Now, Becky Lynch came out on commentary. You know how these things go. They just start jaw-jacking. And all the while, Becky's taping up her wrist, getting ready for a fight. And Jerry, once again, would not shut the up. Kept saying, Becky, please, you told me you wouldn't do this. You said you wouldn't interfere in the match. Please, Becky, stop. No. Why are you trying to talk Becky down? She goes and kicks ass and takes names. Or doesn't even care about names. She just goes and kicks ass. Either way, it got really annoying. Sasha Banks got the win because distracted distracted Blissy Baby, kicked her in the injured leg, and rolled her up. Was it a roll up or was it a bank statement? Yeah, it was a roll up. Afterwards, Sasha and Becky threw down until the boss ran away. So, yeah. Yeah, nobody yelled boss time. I was expecting it, and it didn't happen. Bang up. Next, we had Raw Tag Team Championships on the line as Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode defended against Heavy Machinery. Yeah, don't strain yourself. No, don't strain your brain too hard on trying to put two and two together. Roode and Ziggler won. Yeah. Next. Oh God. This segment sucked. This segment just its drug its ass, and it sucked. It was Miz TV with special guests Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. It started off with these old farts teasing that they're going to throw down. Instead, we're getting a Team Hogan versus Team Flair 5-on-5 elimination. I think it's elimination. Did they say? Yeah, okay, it's just 5-on-5. 5-on-5 match at Crown Jewel on Halloween night. Halloween. It'd be Halloween day for us. Anyway. Um, yeah, they've already got their captains lined up, and yeah, over the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, they're gonna pick their respective members. Yeah, Team Flair is going to be headed by Randy Orton, while Team Hogan is going to be represented by Seth Rollins, who honestly I couldn't give a damn less about Seth Rollins. He just bores the absolute crap out of me, especially when they try and make him cool. They need to turn him face. He's cringy. Anyway, Orton throughout since Rollins didn't have an opponent, given that Ray got his basically got his ass handed to him. Uh, Orton threw out a friendly captains match between the two. Yeah, so they cleared the set, and we're getting ready for Orton and Rollins to kick off the show. Well, to further the show, they did a little back and forth. Then King Corbin came to help out Randy. King Corbin came out to help Randy Orton. And of course, Seth Rollins was saved by porn stash attached to Rusev. So yeah, there's the first two members of their respective teams. Like we couldn't give a damn about this segment or give a damn about Crown Jewel. Anywho, moving on. There was a backstage segment where I think it was Kayla Braxton. Yeah, she was trying to get the dirt on Rusev. Why he's got the porn star mustache. why Lana isn't there. Then he said he's not going to talk about troubles at home. And then he said, well, since Rollins doesn't have a challenge, I helped him out. I get title match. So that's how they get title matches around there. They either have to look at the titles, or they just have to conveniently make the save. Seems a bit counterproductive, don't you think? Anywho. Next we had the Viking Raiders. I'm not calling them by their new names. They're still Hanson and Ray Rowe. Those are some cool names. Why would you want to change those? Maybe for copyright issues or brand protection. Yeah, of course, they were taking on the OC, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. But yeah, in another decent match, the OCs got beat by Hanson and Ray Rowe. So yeah, that happened. Uh, Next, we were again. I believe it's Kayla. I can't keep up with all these internet with all these correspondents or what show they're on. Anyway, yes, she was saying Dominic and Ray are at hospital. Lesnar and Heyman are still here because they're getting questioned. Cesaro popped up seemingly out of nowhere and said he would have done the exact same thing to Ray if Brock hadn't beaten him to it. Ricochet said, okay, big man, back those words up. We got a match. And for some reason, Cesaro's just wrestling in street clothes. Don't know why. No explanation. Anyway, this was a really entertaining match. These guys put on one heck of a show. However, Ricochet won with Ricochet won with with the West Coast Pop, Rey Mysterio's move. So he's defending his honor and whatnot. Next we had the phenomenal United States Champion AJ Styles taking on Cedric Alexander in another really good showing between these two as they just beat the heck out of each other, pillar to post. Ooh. However, the end came when AJ Styles countered the lumbar check right into a Styles Clash, and he put Cedric away. Next, we had Lacey Evans taking on Natalya. And these two put on a really good match. Lacey Evans is definitely stepping up to the plate. She's been getting a lot better as of late. But she knocked out Natalya with the woman's right off of a referee distraction, then made Natalya tap out to the sharpshooter, and after the bell, she belted Natalya again with another right. So yeah, it looks like they're building up Lacey Evans for something other than a just shoehorn title program. Next, we finally got to our main event, Universal title match, Rollins versus Rusev. Corbin and Orton were up on the ringside. Camera cuts away to Rusev asking, what happened as people are just losing their minds. Uh, yeah, it got put on Twitter later that, yeah, Baron Corbin, who was sitting in his chair, I'm sorry, King Corbin, who was sitting in his chair, Randy Orton was just standing there. When Corbin got up, the freaking throne just imploded. Everybody was losing their minds. Orton just, he lost it. He was just, he had a, he was doubled over. He corpsed. He lost it. So yeah, that was just flat out hilarious. Yeah, Seth Rollins match. I really, really couldn't care much about Seth Rollins matches anymore. Uh, towards during while Rusev was rallying, we got the return of almost called him Bobby Lashley. He's re-returned, so I'm trying to start fresh with a new joke. Bobby Lashley made his return, and I think, yeah, he just stood out there looking all smug, almost Lex Luger levels of smug. Pointed to the ramp, looked back at Rusev, pointed at the ramp, looked back at Rusev, pointed at the ramp. Seriously, he pointed at the ramp like 3 different times, like an absolute bellend. Anyway, that third time he pointed at the ramp, out comes Lana, Rusev's wife, and she just starts uncomfortably making out with Bobby Lashley. It's uncomfortably because the camera just hung on there and everybody was just kind of. I'm sorry. Or they're just enjoying the show. And I guess now I can call him Body Lashley, Booty Lashley, because he's getting somebody else's booty. Anyway, the show ends in chaos as once again Seth Rollins is tormented by the Fiend. Yeah, and we had another Firefly Funhouse episode where Bray teased about telling the Fiend to go easy on Seth at Hell in the Cell. Then he said, "Lol, J.K., dead man rolling. Bye, see you in hell." Oh yeah, and the rabbit died again. Yeah, his tiny little heart gave out from fear, and Bray Wyatt goes, "Oh no, he's dead. Oh well." So yeah, closed out Monday Night Raw, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, with Seth Rollins getting tormented again, while he just sucks on that mandible claw, and goes ah ah. Seriously, he almost sounds bored with his screaming. Anyway, yeah, it's the premiere episode. Jerry the King Lawler's absolute commentary, which is a downside compared to um, AEW getting Tony Schiavone, who's an absolute treasure on commentary, as he turns chicken into chicken salad, while King turns chicken into more chicken. Anyway, enough about chickens. Plug time. If you miss Rod's opinions but hate his ugly face, he has a podcast where he probably talked about Monday Night Raw. It's Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime on the Castbox app. Go check it out as he talks about wrestling and sports. Anyway, that being said, tune into our new show, The Elite Count, as we start talking about Wednesday Night Dynamite. It was going to be Tuesday Night Dynamite in planning. So that's a hard habit to break. Besides that, for some reason it feels right saying Tuesday Night Dynamite. Oh well. Yeah, that being said, I'm the greatest second place champion of the 3 Count brand, United States of War Machine. And I will see you guys next time.